All right, I'm game. Are you game, Mr. Double Down Dan? Are you game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen, we're back for another episode of Degen Fantasy, and I am ready to give y'all an entertaining stream because, it's been a lot of fucking, sitting down and, checking these sports bets and these parlays and watching these games and watching these upsets. But I'm time to get hyped, okay? Because one, I got a competition going right now with this man to my left, and that's Double Down Dan. And he said, if we took a slate of days and he said, hey, you get Monday and I get Tuesday, or you get Tuesday and I get Wednesday, and we both place picks, I'm going to make more money than you. He had his birthday. He had a lot of nice shit going on in his life. But guess what? I'm here to shut it all down, okay? I'm here to bring the rain. I'm here to be the cloud that hangs over your head. So welcome, DJ Fantasy, guys. Tonight's slate, we got a whole lot of cool shit for you. We're going to be breaking down, which is today's slate of picks for Dan's competition. So let me find the pop-up for the stream. So tonight, or actually tomorrow night is Dan's slate. Tonight is Mark's slate. Tomorrow night, this is what we're going to be looking at. Whoever wins the most money wins the competition. Okay, Dan's slate tomorrow is going to be the Lakers, the Bucks, the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Cavs, all to win. He's got Wemby over points, rebounds, and assists, plus the Bucks and the Cavs. That's one ticket. And then the NHL, he's got Devils, Panthers, Sabres, Preds, Flames, and Eichel over 3.5. That's a clean looking fucking little list of picks.
It's not bad.
It's
It's
nice.
not bad.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give out, towards the end of the stream, we're going to break these down a little bit. And you guys can either tail with me or tail with Dan. And, whatever side you're on, what if we just both don't win any money?
No, that's not going to happen. Both of us, come on. Either one of us
one of us is going to smack. Dan's like, I'm the only one who made $5, so I win. Regardless, though,
win's a win, baby.
Tonight, we are going to be getting through Mark's slate. We have Mark's slate of picks. I know I have the graphic somewhere in here, but before we get into it, breaking down what has happened the last day and a half, or previewing the Final Four coming up. I thought we just might hop right into what we got for the recap of the game. So we got LeBron dropped 40 at 39 years old. I got that clip. We got UConn.
HGH, those Diddy parties in HGH are getting him right, baby. They're getting him right, baby.
He's cooking. LeBron's just out here cooking. And it was a sight to see. UConn went on a 30-0 unanswered run. So we're going to check that as well.
Best team in college basketball possibly ever. I'd love somebody to prove me wrong on that one. I know Nova's got a couple teams, but UConn's fucking slamming right now.
I should have worn my UConn hat on the stream. I don't know why I didn't.
You really should have. Dude, you're in Connecticut. There's nothing else there. Like, just fucking come on, man. You guys don't have anything but UConn.
Shit together.
Like, fucking rep it, baby. Come on.
So, and then we're going to also get into Duke's demise against NC State. And Dan just found out about the Jared McCann TikToks, and I was teeing up on those motherfuckers.
I gotta tell you, it's my new favorite pastime.
It's the vibe, bro.
It's dude, watching other people react to his TikToks is my favorite thing. God damn, is it good, dude? It's so fucking classy. I love that shit.
3 weeks into college, 2 lectures.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of guys that are like,
dunking on
is going on? Dude, what the fuck is happening?
I saw one dude. He's like, dude's like, he's obviously gay.
He's obviously a homosexual. I mean, what am I supposed to say?
I forgot how late it was, close to game time. I gave out these picks on TikTok. And listen, if you're in the Discord link is in the bio. If you're not, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, and on Twitter and Instagram, in our bio is the link tree to find our Discord. It's where we give away all of our free picks. We got a lot of people in there already. We just started probably a week and a half ago, and it's going well. I'm going to pop these picks up on the screen really quick before we get into the reactions, because I forgot it's like closer to game time. So I didn't have a lot of time because it's been a busy day to fully get into the nice, pretty graphics, but I got picks for you guys. All right. On the right side of the screen, you'll see the props tonight. We got UConn to win, co-signed by Dan, and then the whole rest of the fucking world. Boston to beat Charlotte, co-signed because it's the Celtics. The Colorado Avalanche to beat Columbus. Also, we're taking Nathan McKinnon's over, because what do teams do against Columbus, Dan?
They shoot, baby. They shoot hard.
They shoot hard. Alex DeBrincat over 2.5 shots on goal. That one's going to be a fucking lock against Tampa, who Dan took. Dan took Detroit to beat Tampa tonight for Mark's picks. Brandon Point over 2.5 against Detroit. And Eric Carlson, who's on the screen as well, against the Rangers to have over 2.5. He's been on a heater, so we're riding that as well. And I got one more list. There it is. Twins, Indy to beat Brooklyn. Boston's already to beat Charlotte. Orlando to beat Portland. New Orleans to beat Phoenix. New York Rangers to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then Tampa to beat Detroit. Edmonton to beat St. Louis. So the Tampa to beat Detroit is my pick. Zibanejad over 2.5 against the Penguins. And McDavid under.
Riding the under, baby.
Riding the under like a fucking mechanical bull at a bar when you're tagged. So, now that we got this out the way, I hope you guys lock these in. If you want immediate access, by the way, on top of getting them in our Discord, TikTok is where you can follow us to get picks. They usually come out around 2 or 3 p.m. On a decently day-to-day basis. I don't really like dick ride the algorithm for views. What I'll do is when I have a slate that I like, I'll throw out picks. I'm 157 and 52 over there, which I don't even know the percentage, but it's nasty. And yeah, tonight I just posted tickets. I was a little bit in a rush doing a lot of work today, and I was like, you know what? People like tailing actual tickets. People like, because we were talking about that earlier, Dan. We're on the show because we can touch on it. Content creators like we do this at ease of being able to display it, and it's a little bit more visually appealing, especially when there's like nice, pretty graphics. Yeah. But a lot of content creators, you were telling me, don't play any of the picks they give out.
No.
Do you want to speak on that a little bit?
Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that like actually charge money and get a bunch of people to pay them for their picks that they have no interest in gambling on. You're literally just paying for information. And if it loses, they don't give a fuck. They'll just shut down their Twitter page and just start another one up under a different name and keep fucking going like that. So, yeah, we'll be here. We're not charging for our picks because we're not assholes. And yeah, everything we do is for free, and you guys should be making money for with us. I don't understand why you're not.
The creator's like, fuck the whole Twitter, man. I missed my one parlay.
Yeah, dude, they will too. Hey, they do that thing where they'll shut down one, buy another one that has like 50,000 followers, start using that one, makes them look legit right off the bat, and that's it.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, I've realized as I'm getting older, I'm 25 years old, and any business endeavor I've ever done, transparency is the number one thing that people will vibe with. So I've seen a clear jump in views when I do that. And, you know, when people hit with you, it's a great feeling. And also, though, it's a little bit of the, like, if you just put out picks, people will see that you missed and be like, dude, these fucking missed, you suck. But when people know that if the ticket you put out missed as well as the one they placed, they'll be like, oh, we both lost a little bit of money. They're a little bit more empathetic. But regardless, over at Degen Fantasy, we don't miss too much anyway.
Even when we do, hey, we'll be here to fucking, you guys can roast the fuck out of us if you want. Like, even when we do, it's fine. Double Down Dan, been a little cold lately. It hurts. It hurts my soul.
I have been cold myself, too.
We're getting back into the swing of things. It's gonna get better, but hey, this is gambling. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up again. And when we're hot, what are we? I mean, what are we? We're hot as fuck when we're hot. So just give us a second. We'll get back into the swing of things, baby.
It's a hot skillet with a fucking stick of butter in it.
Oh, just like maybe 3 to 5 sticks of butter. It's a fucking sea of butter in that pan, baby.
Yes, I hope you guys all had a good Easter, whatever religion you fucking follow, whatever the case may be. We're gonna get into these recaps. Dan, what do you want to start with? You want to start with, did you see LeBron? Did you see Bron?
No, I didn't. We'll pop it up.
Let's get NBA out of the way because it's the only one, and then we'll get into NCAA. And we have a Final Four preview discussion we're going to touch on as well. LeBron James goes off for 40. Let me see.
Let's do it.
Fix the display. And then the double upstairs. I'm going to move this to, I'm going to make this full screen as well real quick. Bing. Where's a good spot for us? You know what? I think right around here would look fantastic. Cool. Let's do it. All right, LeBron drops 40 against the Warriors. Okay, let's do it. This is just the recap of LeBron's points, so we're not going to sit here for 45 minutes. Look at that dime. Oh! Lakers don't have that bad of a team, dude.
One of those guys just so difficult.
No, they'll be good. They're heading for a play-in, which is fine. I don't know. We'll see the Warriors and the Lakers in the first play-in game.
That's going to be nasty.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It's kind of sad. It's all coming to an end, man. Steph's going down. LeBron's going down.
I saw the you see the April Fool's post from ESPN today? They're like, LeBron has announced his retirement. And for a second, I was like, what?
Ooh, look at that pass. No, I didn't even see it. That was a fucking sexy little pass.
Damn. I forget
Hey,
AD's in the
I
league.
heard. Listen, I heard. Yeah, me too. Sometimes isn't that weird? Look at that pass. I actually heard Diddy taught him these passes over the summer at his house, and they're good, man. Diddy's got a good game.
What?
Diddy taught him all these passes through the leg.
Oh,
passes.
you piece of shit. You piece of shit. LeBron is yakking. Holy.
Hey, actually, a good foul on that one. I'm not gonna lie, that was a foul. Wow, surprising.
I can't believe LeBron's still doing this, dude.
He's
Like,
poor
these
Chris Paul.
drugs are-
He's like, dude, I'm like 70 years old. Please don't do this to my mom.
Like the same age.
Please.
I can't believe, dude. It's so crazy when like people retire.
Yo, that HGH has really got him fucking cruising right now.
Dude, you know how much he needs for that frame at being like 6'8"?
You think he's just doing fucking like units upon units every day?
Yeah, so he used to be doing like 500
God
milligrams.
damn, he is fucking cruising though. 40 points is what a solid fucking.
He got a point for every year he's been alive.
Woo! Yeah, that was disgusting. That was disgusting.
You know what's a cool thing?
Woo!
Damn. You know what's a cool thing about watching like the greats as they get older? It's because like, you know, you start, I mean, obviously the athleticism and the quickness kind of fades. But like, could you imagine if they had that knowledge paired? Like, it's the worst sides of two evils. It's like when you're young, you're not as smart, but you're explosively athletic. And when you're older, you're not as athletic, but you're extremely smart. Like, imagine like that's why someone's prime is so amazing to watch. It's like the pairing of both.
It is the pairing of both, and you're right. His mental is still solid, but he's still got like a burst. He's not like stiff, like like Chris Paul. You can see is like kind of stiff in his movement. LeBron still has it, and whether or not he does anything or not, like HGH wise, like you still have to be incredibly skilled to do the things that he does, anyways. So, like, I'm not trying to disparage him. Frankly, if I was a fucking great athlete, I'd be doing HGH every fucking day. I just think, why not? Like, trying to stay in shape, trying to be healthy. I mean, part of the fucking reason this guy's considered one of the greatest is because he's still scoring 40.
Dude, look
and he's almost fucking 40. Like, just crazy. Still can't pay for YouTube Premium. This is just sad. This kid's hitting bets left and right. Got so much money in Bovada.
That was the whole game, man.
Can't even pay for the no fucking clip, ads. Anyways, I just, you know what? I just can't do it. You know, it's just, I'm fucking.
Okay, Dan. All right, Jesus. He's like, you know, if this fucking piece of shit doesn't have YouTube Premium, like, dude, holy. All right. So we're gonna switch into share this tab and sad to let's go into the least exciting, like crazy ones, and then we'll get back into that one. We're gonna watch the last couple minutes of the Duke NC State game.
Oh,
let's do it. You ready? This is. Should I run it back a little bit further or right here? 9:03.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
What you're gonna do if you overhelp?
This is my favorite play of the night here.
Burns, he's a cheat code.
Just a fucking. This kid is just so good down low, man. Got great moves. And hey, listen, 3 years ago when he was on a different team, I don't think he would have had the game for this type of game that he played yesterday.
Yep.
But now that he's been in college, knows who the fuck he is, like has learned how to fucking has learned the right game for him, which is like a Jokic kind of weird, like YMCA old man game. Like he's just like he's so fucking good, and he's a facilitator on top of it. Like this, when this state team gets fucking hot and they're all hitting shots like this, they're fucking incredibly hard to stop, man. Like
they have so many options.
Incredible. They do. They can all shoot, but the unsung thing about this is they play team defense like a motherfucker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And like when they lock you down, they have so many on-ball guards, no matter what position. It's fucking terrifying. And this team likes each other. They play well together. Like, look at that. That's fucking team defense right there, man. You can't even.
Dan, if you could name one, go ahead.
No, unsung thing. Oh, I love that fucking dude. Hey, he's doing it for all the chubby guys. You gotta love it, baby. That's my boy right there. Unsung thing about this game, actually, Diarra is out for most of this game, and Diarra has had has averaged 15 rebounds a fucking game in this tournament. He's
Mm.
out for the majority of this game, and they still fucking won this fucking game by 12 points. Crazy.
Good leg.
There he is.
Fucking what the fuck was I gonna say? Dude, if you had to compare NC State to an NBA team, who would you compare him to?
The Heat.
I have one. You think so? I'd compare him to the Pelicans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because of the Zion comp. I like
The
that.
Zion
That's
comp,
a
but
good
also
one.
at the same token, like they all like if you ever watch the Pelicans lately, like they all have this kind of like they all can shoot, they all can play. They're not the best team. No one really expects them to win, but they're cruising right now. Brandon
Yeah, they
Ingram
are
and all these
cruising right
pieces.
now. The only thing that would make me kind of veer towards the Heat on this is like the mental toughness of it. Like these guys were down, I think, like 9 points in the second half, and it looked like the first half was not going their fucking way. It looked like it was going to be the end of their fucking road, and they came out in the second half and started, like, look at that. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Kid's like a fucking defensive tackle, and he's fucking doing that shit. He's doing MJ shit. Like, that's hard to prep for, but they showed a level of mental toughness in this fucking game that was, like, I mean, truly, like, impressive, because in the first half, I was like, I'm about to fucking drop a bomb on the Duke fucking money line right now. And then I watched a little bit longer. I'm like, oh shit, okay, they got a little bit of life. And then they come out the second half, and they got right in Duke's mouth, man. And they were just fucking on the gas as soon as they came out.
Hey,
and it's like hard to hate a team like this.
How old is this Jared McCain kid?
He's young. He's a freshman. I think he's like 18 or 19 years old.
Damn, that's
this is his first year.
Wow.
And he had a great game. He had a fucking great game. But like, hard to hate this fucking team, dude. DJ Burns had 29 and 11 and 4 assists. Like, that's fucking absurd, dude. For a fucking guy like that to impact the game when Duke always has top fucking recruiting classes of kids that are the most athletic in the fucking land. And this kid, defensive tackle in the fucking in college basketball, is like making them look bad. And like, the only thing you can equate this run to, there's a video. I sent you a TikTok on the Degen thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping you'll pull that shit up, but it is just so goddamn impressive, the run that these motherfuckers have been on. Like, when you think, listen, get that video. I think it's Bill.
Someone cue up the ESPN 30 for 30 music, because a Blue Devil was never winning on Easter Sunday. DJ Burns.
Old white guy. It's an old white guy talking.
I got it. Okay.
NC State going to the Final Four this year is the most amazing thing I have ever seen in basketball. You know, I was a freshman in 1983 when NC State won the national championship, but that wasn't as amazing as this is. NC State this year was 17-14 heading into the ACC tournament, and they were playing on Tuesday, and they had to win 5 games. It wasn't even a thought of any rational basketball person that the Wolfpack would win the ACC tournament.
None. Nope.
And they did it. Mike O'Connell hits what a 40-footer with time expiring against Virginia after a missed free throw. They're down 3, and he banks it in, and they go to overtime, wind up winning the game. And that was in the semifinals. And they beat North Carolina and move on to the tournament. You're thinking they're going to be emotionally and physically drained. Nobody can do that and just bounce
Everyone
back.
thought
And
they
then
were
they got a
gonna lose.
Thursday game, and they beat Texas Tech.
Yep.
You know, they get to the Sweet 16. Then they're in the Elite 8, and they're playing Duke, a team they had beaten in the ACC tournament. And you're thinking, well, it's got to end sometime. And it never ends. They had lost 7 of 9 headed into that Tuesday of the ACC tournament. What Kevin Keats and his team have done is absolutely
7 of 9.
remarkable.
They're 17-14.
It's the wildest
coming
ride
into that
I've
ACC
ever seen
tournament.
in basketball, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's fantastic.
Wow.
And not to mention, Kevin Keats, the head coach of NC State, was going to get fired. Before that ACC tournament, he was going to get let go. And seriously, they were talking the news. I mean, in North Carolina, college basketball is like the biggest fucking thing.
It's like religion down there.
Yeah, it really is. It just is. NC State, Duke and UNC mostly, but NC State and Wake Forest have like a smaller effect on the whole thing. But NC State is really looked at like the redheaded stepchild of the state. Like, UNC and Duke do not respect them. They don't think they're that fucking good. And usually they're not. But like to think that this team was 17-14 headed for like a really shitty postseason tournament and they win 5 out of 5 games in the ACC tournament and fucking cash a plus 10,000 ticket. Like they were plus 10,000 to win the ACC tournament. My friend Jake that everybody fucking met a couple streams back had a ticket that was like plus fucking 1,800 for them to get to the Sweet 16. Like they had no shot. Nobody thought they were going to win. Everyone had them out in the first round. And like, dude, they killed my bracket, but like, how can you be fucking mad at this team? It's an 11 seed. It's an 11 seed. Do you know this is, I believe, the first time an 11 seed has made the Final Four. Like in the history of this fucking tournament, that's almost 100 years old at this point. Fucking first time that an 11, you can't fucking hate that. Like you gotta love that shit, dude. You have to. Sorry, I just went on a fucking rampage. My apologies.
No, it's good. That's good content. It's something that like with any sports like game or season or when you have a storyline like this, like everyone starts to fall in love with it. Do you think that their next game is going to be their demise, though? Who do you think they're going to play next?
So, well, they play Purdue next.
That's what I thought.
So if there is any fucking team that can actually give Purdue a hard time, this is the fucking team. I fuck Purdue. I just want everybody to know that if you're a Purdue fan, go fuck yourself. Can't stand you. Your fucking team I can't stand watching this fucking team. Zach Edey, watching Zach fucking Edey play basketball. Like, I think I was in the Discord yesterday. I was like, this is like watching someone boil a baby. Like, it's just fucking horrific, dude. It's just horrific. It's like not fun at all. This fucking 7'27" fucking inch dude is just lumbering around the fucking court. Dude, has no fucking God-given listen. This kid is not fucking him. No, I didn't, but I wish you would pull it up. I would fucking watch it right now. But this kid lumbers around the fucking court, really is not gifted or skilled. If this kid was 6'4", he wouldn't even be playing basketball. He wouldn't. I'm just telling you right now. Like, it's so fucking, and it's just not fun to watch. And the refs are reffing him like he's fucking LeBron in his prime. Like, he's getting every call. Every fucking call up. But listen, this NC State team, like, good luck, Zach, against fucking Burns, because that boy, you ain't fucking moving him. Like, good luck, buddy. He's good. I'm telling you. This is the team that can upset them and beat them in a year where it looks like UConn is going to absolutely motherfucking annihilate everyone they play, which Alabama, you're next, buddy. Good luck. You guys are going to lose by 25 points. Like, this UConn team is disgusting. Disgusting. I cannot wait. Listen, if Purdue gets past NC State, that line on the UConn-Purdue game can't be low enough for me to take. I will take UConn all the way up to like minus 19. I don't even give a fuck. This UConn is going to fucking mouth fuck them. Like, I know I'm saying a lot of terrible things today. I apologize. Okay. But like, I'm hyped right now because I can't wait to watch Purdue fans cry. I just can't. Purdue sucks. Like, you can't get behind that shit. Who's fucking bandwagon jumping on Purdue right now? Because this team is horrible to watch. How happy would you be if NC State beat Purdue?
I'd be hyped.
And you're not even a State fan. You're not even a fucking State fan. You could give a fuck less about either team.
That's how it goes, dude. When you have like not like a villain, because I don't even want to compare them to the Chiefs, because like you don't like because the Chiefs are so much better than that as a scale. But like the amount of hate that they have towards them, and they're still kind of winning right now. But it was really funny. I think the clip got taken down. There's this video of Zach Edey at a frat party. And he's like he's crouching because his head's right next to the ceiling, and he's typing in this code for a door, and he's standing there with this really short blonde, and all you see is him like open the door. She walks in, and he goes. He walks in and shuts the fucking door behind him, and you saw that. And you saw the two sorority girls were like,
yeah. He's God. I don't know. Listen, if that's what's going on in Purdue, I don't like it. I'm just gonna say it right now.
No one should be fucking Zach Edey.
Listen. I get it. You think he's gonna go to the NBA? You got a little bag coming your way. It's gonna end real bad. I'm just gonna tell you, Zach Edey's gonna be playing in like fucking Mongolia, where he belongs. Okay, that's where he belongs.
He's gonna be playing with fucking Isaiah Thomas and fucking Jeremy Lin and Amon Shumpert overseas. He's gonna love Amon Shumpert. He's
Which
like,
is,
Amon.
hey, him and Amon are gonna be like this, dude, just hanging out all the time.
And then Amon's gonna be in a pocket, and be like, yo, that boy Zach Edey good. Like when he not like in America. Whatever the case may be. I'm not a fan, but I'm not gonna hate on him too hard with the whole fuck. Cause like whatever the case may be, like I dislike him in the same way that like some people hate on Taylor Swift. Like they hate on her because their fan base is fucking annoying and Purdue fans are annoying as fuck. You can correlate that with Philadelphia fans too. There's this fucking Philly fan, this Purdue fan that's in Shelton that I know, and all he does is post him wearing the jerseys and the face paint and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, do you like watching like fucking paint dry? Like there's not one overly fucking talented person on Purdue.
No, they do have like better now. They have a better supporting cast.
Yeah.
That Fletcher Lawyer kid.
Yeah.
I believe he's from like Charleston or some shit like that. He's always been solid, really good fucking like white boy shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But like he has facilitated. They'd never had like a point guard that's just to facilitate and that's it. And they needed it. And like the coach, he's like an all-time like pretty good coach. I definitely don't want to see him win anything because he's at Purdue, and I don't co-sign them winning anything. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, before we get all over Purdue, let's watch the rest of these TikToks while we're here because I got a couple of them that are specifically just for NC State and Duke. So while we're on the topic of them, actually,
let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Someone cue up the ESPN 30 for 30 music because a Blue Devil was never winning on Easter Sunday. DJ Burns has risen. Sit back and enjoy.
Steve's got a fantastic
if you don't like
voice.
Duke, boy, do I have the video for you.
I love this guy.
Wolfpack
Fucking love
and
him.
Wolfpacking. The
I think he
kitchen
works for
isn't the only place
Barstool.
DJ Burns loves to cook. This is like if Shaq and a ballerina had a baby. Look at the man. Who needs a cafeteria when you can eat in the lane? We're just getting started. And even the finest scholars out of Duke couldn't find an answer to the DJ Burns test. Another spin cycle.
Ugh.
I think this is a result of 10 double chunk chocolate
How do you
cookies.
guard
I'm not
him?
sure if this man's being drafted by the
Look at
Houston
this.
Rockets or the Houston Texans. It's like if Mark
How do you
Henry
not
from
see
the
that coming?
WWE had a floater.
Dude,
I don't think
he's
people
so
understand.
massive.
Calming it
This
and
man
laughing,
is a
he already
national
rolled with it.
treasure. This man's an American
Yo, that
hero.
player
It
is
is a
so
14-point ball
Suck
game.
right
It's
up his feet,
poetry
dude.
in motion. It's like watching your
He
favorite
knows
movie
it,
for the
too.
first time. You don't want it to end. This man
Watching
dragged
your
his
favorite movie
testicles
for the
across
first
Duke's
time.
forehead and had fun while
How
doing
can you not
it.
cheer
And
for
look
this
at
fucking
Pop,
team, dude?
flexing on Duke. We don't deserve this family. This man dropped 30 points. You'll never see a soda machine drop 30 again. He has Kyle
my God.
Filipowski walking back to Durham. From plus 10,000 to win the ACC tournament to Final Four, the slipper somehow fits DJ Burns' foot. Next stop, Zach Edeyville.
Dude, I hope he eats him alive.
You know, I am like genuinely. I think Purdue has had like a pretty easy. Like Tennessee gave them a game,
Yeah.
but they, Tennessee wasn't all the way there. I feel like a couple more players on Tennessee, a couple more role players on Tennessee, they'll be like in good shape. But I just feel like they haven't really had they haven't had a bad matchup for Edey. And I'm not necessarily because Burns is significantly like shorter than him.
Yeah.
But I just think like pure size, like I don't think that Zach Edey's going to be able to bully Burns in the paint.
No,
I just don't think he is.
No,
And this is the first time in the tournament he's going to have the disadvantage when it comes to being in the paint. So I am curious like how they make up for it here. I'm curious.
It's going to have to come from a lot of support and pressuring Edey when he's in the paint, when he's against them, and also like a lot of ball movement. And transition.
I also think
transition.
The way to get Edey is to have like either like, and we talked about this last stream, but it's to have like an OG Anunoby like type of player guard him that's significantly shorter, but just plays on the ball.
Yeah.
You're gonna like, and this is we talked about something like this a long time ago, but like, I think you asked me like, how do you stop Giannis? And I said, you don't have to stop Giannis. You got to stop everybody else. Like, let Zach Edey score fucking 40 points. Who gives a fuck? Just guard everybody else. I just don't think it matters. Like, he can get all the twos he wants.
But the one thing about like, so when you talk about that with like Jokic, It's
Yeah.
like, how do you stop Jokic? The thing that sucks about Jokic when you're trying to like create a game plan for him, either you let him run and he drops 40 and fucking 15 assists, or you lock him up and he drops 15 and 25 assists. I don't think Zach Edey's as much as of a facilitator. So if I feel like if you eliminate him from the game in general, I feel like Purdue's whole kind of like outline falls apart. And then
I
also
agree.
those role players, like we talked about that a lot with like teams and roles and betting on players in their roles. Like when something along that line is eliminated and it changes your role, like say the point guard's like, okay, my job is come out here, facilitate, give Zach the ball, rebound, and fucking defend. And then now your role is, okay, Zach has 5 points and he's not getting to the rack as like he usually is. So now I got to create. There's a great way to put some pressure, and momentum is truly a thing in sports. If you've never played sports, you've never like felt real momentum. It feels best way I can explain it is this. So like when you watch TV, you can feel it. When you watch a game, you can feel the momentum swing and you're like, damn, I'm a little bit more like hesitant. You can hear it in the arena. But when you're playing a sport and you feel the momentum leave your team, it kind of feels like the expression of like the wind leaving your sails. Like it feels like every stride, every fucking foot down, every foot in front of the other is like a little bit harder. It feels like you're running in sand, and the motivation and the confidence leaves. And this NC State team is playing so confident right now. And I feel like the only difference between NC State and Purdue is this. Talent aside, NC State isn't even supposed to be here. So they have no pressure on them. If they lose, they lose. They had a good run. Purdue, after last season and the season before, have so much pressure on their shoulders, especially because NC State is an 11 seed. That's a narrative they will never escape. If they made it a couple rounds but still lost to an 11 seed.
You're right. You're really right. And there is something to be said about playing with house money.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a common term in gambling. Like once you're playing with money that isn't yours and like you've earned a profit, you start playing a little looser. You start playing like NC State's not supposed to be here. They know that. They know no one's picking them to go to the championship. There's no pressure. You're right. Like that is such a good fucking point. Can't even tell you. I wish I made the point myself. I'm a little jealous. I don't like it. So calm down over there. Anyways, back to the point. It is really, really cool to think about it like that. These guys are playing with house money, and Purdue, they're expected to get to this championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can just fucking eliminate Zach Edey, how does it reflect on the rest of the team? Like, if you take out their best scorer, what is this Purdue team? Like, what is it? I don't even know what the fuck it is because all they do is throw the ball to him. Like all they do. And he's not a great facilitator, but he's 7'5", so he's any passing lane he has. Like he can hit it. Because he's so much taller than fucking everybody. Nobody's gonna stop him. But he is clumsy. Like if you can get him like 15 or 12 feet away from this basket, like if you can he can't dribble. If he gets the ball 12 feet away from the basket, he's cooked, dude. Yeah. A double team and you got the ball. It just depends on how the refs really call this. I hope they slow the fuck down because the refs need to calm the fuck down with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last 3 games they've had like 30 fouls to like the other team's like 12. And like that's the refs are calling it a certain way. That's exactly what that is. And I know he's hard to like call because he's so big. And
but when you're when you know they're coming, you just lean into it. Like I know where I can take my liberties, and I know where I can kind of like cut a corner to be able to like. And honestly, like that's no shade against him. Like why wouldn't you?
No, hey, if they're gonna call it like that, just do it. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think he's not like a terrible player. He's got skill. And he's got a classic traditional big man game, like from the 90s. But I think the further, like you just push him to 8 to 10 feet away from that basket, like it gets like, it's a different world out there for him. He doesn't have like the 10 to 15 foot jump shot. He has a fucking in between 0 to 9 foot game where he can just get to the rack and that's all he can fucking do. So I'd be curious. And this is the team. Like I said, they have all these on the ball guards and great fucking big men. This is going to be a challenge for this team. NC State is very athletic. Even the white kids are athletic on this fucking team, dude. So Purdue's got their fucking hands full. They got their fucking hands full.
Yeah, I kind of like just while we're like on the topic of
Yeah,
like breaking
please.
down athletes, I'm gonna pop up some ED highlights. I just want to look at his game a little bit more in depth because
Yeah.
when you're watching it live, you kind of like just get so caught up in the sweeping of the game. Just want to see kind of where we're looking.
Edie around, they do for 2.
So like here's just a basic like pick and roll action. Hold on. High screen. Immediately leaves as 2 stick to him. For some reason, that should have been an early switch. You got the big with the dreads already like turning back and Edie's wide open. Hook it for a lob. That's like a easy everyday NBA play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about like
he moves to the basket well.
Yeah, but you got to be proactive. So like, okay, here's an ISO with no help.
That's where you want him right here. You want him here. Definitely. This is about 8 to 10 feet away from the basket, but you can't let him move in. And this guy has to come. The guard from up top, the top of the key, has to come quicker. And he has to check as soon as he puts his ball on the floor, this guard has to come. Yeah, right there. You got as soon as he goes to put that ball on the floor, you got to be right there. And if you can disrupt that, he's a fucking mess. This guy cannot dribble whatsoever.
So here's a switch right here. So he's got a screen at the top of the fucking key. And one guy who's defending the main point guard is going over, and then the same dude who's guarding Edie is going under for the pickup. They were supposed to switch, they didn't switch. So now they're both tailing. Okay, so the main center that was guarding him stayed with him. But him even trying to cut off the lane, that was such a weird play. It should have been a switch. They don't want to leave him alone with Edie. You got to make that switch. And then you have 2 here in the middle that can help. Loose ball, finds it to him, then like basically puts his back up to you and goes, "Hey, watch me do a really one flick turnaround Kareem Abdul-Jabbar light floater." You can't defend it.
Dude, he's so tall.
How do you defend that? How do you defend that right there? Look at
you can't. The only listen in the NBA, and we've talked about this before. In the '90s, you know how they would have stopped it? Somebody would have put their fucking elbow in his back. And put down. But like, you want to keep somebody would have hard fucking fouled the shit out of him. And I think like there's no place for like trying to hurt somebody in the game, but I do think there's something to be said. Like in the MLB, when a fucking hitter's crowding the fucking plate, what do? They throw at the guy's fucking head.
Back him off.
You have to get in his head. And I think that comes with a hard fucking foul. I think you put a fucking freshman out there that's not going to play and just have him hard fucking foul Edie like 3 times.
Yeah, we were talking about that with the NHL. Like that's one of the things I love about hockey is that the way that you can inflict the physical presence on a team. That's why playoff hockey is so fun to watch. That if you could, like, for example, like Jokic. You can't just let Jokic run all over your team and fucking be involved in every play and create. So you can eliminate him from the play with taking the body, or when he tries to get to his spots, just like it's the physical contact of the sport that like has been lost slightly in the NBA and March Madness and the NCAA as well, because of how they call these games, and it gives the liberty to players like this to kind of exploit it. Like, just look at this one right here, and then we'll go into one more, and we'll wrap up looking at Zach 80. But like, so he's in the paint.
Yep.
I don't know why this didn't get a 3-second call because he was there. He's in there for a minute. But okay, it's literally complete ISO with him and the guy in the middle. They're battling in the middle. Boom, ball. Everyone is outside the key. It's ISO to just this one center by himself. Edie always has the ball with the fucking back to the center, so he doesn't know which way he's going to spin, if he's going to turn for a floater or cut to the rim. One dribble, shoulder for space, and now he's up. And now you have 3 defenders closing out all from the outside. There's no support on the baseline. Easy layup. If I was that tall, dude, I could have done that with my eyes closed.
Right, and you also notice that like most of these players, like this freshman they have on them now, I think is like Alvarez or some shit like that. A little bit more athletic, a little bit longer. He definitely gave him a little bit more trouble towards the end of this game, which was pretty cool to see. But you'll notice these guys just aren't that skilled. Like the big men on Tennessee are not that skilled. When you look at NC State, like having Burns and Diarra, they're much more skilled. They just are. They have better, more athletic big men, and I think that's really what's going to get him. And of course, look at that roll. Like, he's not going to hit all of those. He was 10 feet from the basket there. Like, he's not hitting all those, man. He got a good roll on that one. That's not going down 100% of the time. That's a 5 out of 5. That's a 50% shot.
How many of his takes have started like this?
All of them.
All of them.
Most of them. Yeah.
Turn, floater, it's in.
And he likes to he likes to roll to the right most of the time. And so they'll get him the ball on the left. You see how they throw? Look at, he's got the ball here, and then he'll roll into the shot. That's just what he does usually. So they're starting. They know where he likes to get the ball, and right away, look at the defender's fucked. He's got 3 guys on him right now. There's one wide open fucking guy, and there's another guy in the fucking corner.
Look how many guys are fucking standing still.
Yeah. Well, Tennessee,
like,
Rick Barnes is a horrible coach.
So I know he's the big man in the middle for fucking the number 30, but like he should have tailed with his guy. But also at the same time, you got to help. So number 5 should have went out and he should have left the corner because a corner 3 is a worse percentage. And at least if he came baseline, he had help. And white guys can shoot usually.
That's that Lawyer kid. He's fucking great. Oh, scary.
Top of the key, pick and roll. Nope.
No.
Dan, that's a tough pick and roll to stop if you got shooters.
Well, especially if you got
super high pick and roll.
Yeah.
No support or pickup. The switch came from the top of the key.
Yep.
And you got 2 guys here. Fucking like that's another thing too. It's like you foul him. What do you do? Like you try to contest. He didn't even jump.
You have to foul him here. You have to foul him here. He's bad at the fucking free throw line. He showed that. You have to foul him there. You have to. You almost have to have like 1 to 2 guys that you don't play a lot, like be there to foul him. That's what you have to do.
Honestly,
you have
yeah.
to Shaq this guy.
Dude, like
I'd
what
rather
do you do ball?
Well, yeah, you're fucked. This
How tall is he?
7'5".
Jesus.
Yeah.
I would hate to watch this game in person. Like, let's just see this one big guy get the ball, turn, 1 foot layup. Yeah, fantastic. All right, whatever. Fuck you, Zach 80 anyway. Bitch ass motherfucker. Let's get into the rest of these TikToks.
All right.
I'm 2 weeks into college and I'm 3 lectures behind. Pelicans or Suns?
Give me the Pelicans.
Yeah, I co-sign that. Hawks or Bulls? This one I stayed away from.
Give me the Bulls.
Bulls is my choice as well, but I will say be wary because the Hawks are hot. Hawks are hot right now.
Bulls playing really good ball right now, though.
They are. Let's do it.
I'm 2 days into college and I am 3 lectures behind. There's this guy, let's name him Colin. He said he wants to be mine, but it doesn't really sit with me quite right. Because he doesn't really like the things that I like. And I keep accidentally.
This guy's a starter on Duke with purple nail polish. This guy's a starter on Duke.
There's this guy, let's name him Colin. He said he wants to be mine, but it doesn't really sit with me quite right. Because he doesn't really like the things that I like. And I...
Okay, all right, so the guy's openly gay.
In a minute,
I mean, he's singing a song.
He's openly gay.
I'm talking about a guy named Colin.
Yeah, all right, so let me clear the air here, man, because I'm fucking with my boy Jared. All right, so he started painting his nails, right? Because, you know, he thought it looked good. And then he had a game, so he's superstitious, and he stuck with it. And that song he's singing is from some little British girl that was viral on TikTok. And so he was doing what we like to call in the industry a cover. He wasn't talking about his homeboy Colin and his homeboy Diddy. Here's this guy, let's name him Diddy. And you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Anyways,
welcome.
I know the fucking song. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm not dense. I'm actually like
I had to look it up to know it.
Well, I know it. I've seen it. I'm on the talk of Tick all the goddamn time, especially when I'm pooping. I just thought, listen, last stream, you're like, after the stream, you're like, dude, you know, this Jarrett McCann kid, like, I really fuck with him. Like, I like him. I didn't really know anything about him. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Great. And then I fucking start scrolling and I just see all these TikToks like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Like, what is happening right now? He's got like painted nails and shit like that. And I get it, but I was like, I'm confused. Now I'm confused as to why you fuck with him so hard.
I don't know. I fuck with the vibe and also like to kind of see behind the scenes of like, the March Madness tournament shit's cool. I don't really fuck with like the fucking TikTok dances and shit, but, I just think bro's got like a vibe. He's got a dope personality, and like it's different between like I didn't watch any of Josh Giddey's TikToks, but I heard that he was famous before he got into the league from TikTok. Dude's a fucking pedo, like bitch. Like Josh Giddey's just a little pedo bitch. I don't really give a fuck.
She told me she was 19.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, so she's 19, bro. Did you realize all at the same time you're fucking 7'11"? You shouldn't be fucking with a girl that size. Maybe he's like, from up here they all look 19. Fucking asshole. Let's finish this last one.
Josh Giddey's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck him, dude. And he's still on the court. Get him off.
No one listens. This team's going to win it all. NC State, who cares? They beat them by what? They won by 40 at NC State. I'm not even looking. I'm looking past NC State. I'll say it. I'm looking past them. I don't give a shit about DJ Burns. I don't give a shit about that team. We're going to the Final Four. The Elite Eight, win already.
These are the same dudes. They're like, yo, fucking. They're like, yo, take my bets. It's like,
Didn't
dude,
fucking age that well.
Yikes! Huh? Yikes!
Yeah, that's a tough one. Sometimes we say things we don't mean. Sometimes we make mistakes.
And that's how it goes. People are like, hey man, dude, tail my picks. I'm not gonna place them, but dude, where does Google? Real quick, let me share this stuff. Where does Google get the audacity to show me some random fucking dude in like Indonesia, and they're like, pick the picture with the bicycle?
To be quite honest with you, I have no idea. Discord, I got signed out of Discord the one day, and you have to do like 47 puzzles to like get back into your Discord, and it's the stupidest shit.
Dumbest shit ever. Penguins scored.
The Pens.
Come on now. Should we check it out live?
You got no. You're toast.
I'm just fucking with you. Penguins are up. I fucking hate Google, bro. I hate everything. Because I'm trying to click the fucking score of the game and see the information. They're like, no. Oh.
Don't you dare.
Red Wings, Lightning, or at Zilch. Same with games just started. Man, Penguins. But hold on, let me see who scored real quick. Any guesses? Dan, place a bet for the guess.
Raquel.
Michael Bunting, I'm gonna say. Okay. Score of the Penguins game. Let's see. Brian Rust. Crosby got an assist.
Nice.
Very nice. Looks like it was the first shot of the game as well. So we're lit. Come on now, boys.
Hey,
come on out.
You bet on the Rangers, you fuckface. What are you doing?
I did, but listen, Dan. At the same time, I'd never take the Penguins if I bet against them in a parlay. So I don't really give a fuck. I put fucking 15 to win fucking $27. If the Rangers win, I'd rather get a Penguins playoff spot than a fucking $27, honestly. And then let's check out the NBA real quick.
Okay.
What time did the March Madness game start tonight?
The women's, I think, start now in 9.
Hornets up on the Celtics, 25-21. That's a parlay buster right there, bud. And then the Magic are up on the Trailblazers. Pistons are up. I didn't want to touch that one at all. Pacers are up, like I said they would. I knew that you were like, when we were doing the picks for Mark Slate, you were like, pass. I'm like, dude, Pacers smash that.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. Well, guess what, Dan? The Pacers do not like Yoab. What? All right. To wrap up the show here, because we've been going for about 49 minutes, I had one more side topic I wanted to touch on with you, and that is, where is it? There's your boy, Dan. All right. So who do you think is going to make it to the national championship as we look into like wrapping up Elite Eight and going into Final Four?
All right, right now I would say the two easiest bets would be UConn and Purdue to get there, and then I would just take UConn. I hope it's NC State UConn. Actually, I hope both of these teams lose. UConn and fucking Purdue, that'd be great. I'd love to see Alabama, NC State in the fucking title game.
Relax,
That'd
dog.
be fucking hilarious. The best, listen, for me, growing up, my favorite shit was underdog shit. Like, I just loved, like, the idea that, like, a 16 could beat a 1, that a fucking
Yeah.
12 could
Who
go to the
doesn't?
title game. Like, it's just cool. So I would love the heart says NC State to get to the title game, but realistically, it's probably UConn Purdue. And listen, I don't mind that. I think that's a really good game.
Are you putting money on NC State
Yeah, I'll have
when
money
they
on
play
NC
Purdue?
State.
Okay.
I have to. I'm rolling like every money line that they've had. I've put money on. So I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like, I'll do it until they fuck me over. It's like when somebody's hot, you gotta ride it until you can't anymore, buddy.
Yeah, it's one thing that the one thing that I noticed has fucked up my NHL edge a little bit in certain scenarios is that, like, I've tailed into, like, okay, as much as I support these certain things that are like defining my edge, there will be players like when we had Nico Hischier, he went on a 12-game bender. Then I'm like, I guess regardless if he's lefty or righty, if he's shooting the puck, you got to respect him shooting the puck. And you start tailing into a hot player who's playing confident. And then you see the latter side of it when they start going cold and they start having their off days and their on days, whatever the case may be. Tailing into NC State's momentum, that point I made earlier, not only about the pressure, but as well as who's coming in hot. I feel like Purdue hasn't really been tested much. And I feel like NC State's gone up against a lot of competition that's really, really putting a lot of fuel in their tanks. So when you start throwing out tickets for start throwing out tickets for those games. Did I forget to pop up your picks on the screen with enough time?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah, you definitely
Got
did.
it already?
It's okay.
I totally forgot.
Caitlin Clark is already going, but Juju's not yet.
Okay, well, you can lock in Juju Watkins. My bad, I forgot to pull that one up.
You're fine. Those are both going to hit. Caitlin Clark, I would be surprised that she's the entire offense. So she's going to get there. And
who's
Juju
the girl
is
on UConn that people are
Beckers, Paige Beckers.
Is Caitlin Clark, and everyone's like, saw one quote that I don't know who, I think it was Scottie Pippen or someone was like, Paige Beckers is like the best NCAA women's basketball player ever.
Yeah, Beckers is really good. She is top of the line talent. I just don't think this UConn team is that good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I
See
agree.
them, I'm like, in the last game, they played a very weak Duke women's team. Not weak, but like lower end decent team. And they almost lost that fucking. They were up by like 20 points and they almost lost. So
yeah,
I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I think those girls are ready to be in the WNBA already. But this girl, Juju Watkins, man, out of Southern California, she is just she's like, it's hard to like fucking marry her game to like a player, but I feel like she's like this weird, like Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, like hybrid player. And she just gets to all the right spots, like no matter what.
The
man.
knowledge.
This girl's game is just great, and she's a freshman. I just think they're around, buddy. As long as she's there, they're going to be fucking tough to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. So we're going to go catch up with that one as well tonight. So guys, listen, anybody ever interested in joining the show primarily for sports as in baseball and basketball, if you have any knowledge you'd like to enlighten us with or just anything you'd like to talk on, we'd love to interview some people. Any content creators that would like to come on the show, please PM us on any social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, whatever the case may be. We're looking to bring people on and do collaborations as well. And we're doing pretty good on YouTube. Got to 54 subscribers. We were stuck at like 47 for a little bit, but we're rolling 1,000 followers on TikTok. We're at what, 1,000 on Twitter?
Yep. Doing
Twitter.
Good.
So we're rolling. We're doing good, and we're gonna be riding through the off season, leaning into NASCAR when hockey's gone. And when it's just baseball and NASCAR, we probably won't be doing much baseball. So if anybody wants to come on and help us with how to bet on fucking baseball, if there's money to be made, I mean, I think Dan and I, we like making money, right? Don't you like making money?
Well, you don't want some money? You want a little bit of money in your pockets, baby?
What are you, fucking stupid?
Run some money, baby. I'll take some money.
So we will give you guys the recap on how the picks went for March tonight. But tomorrow is the day where we are going to lock in on Dan's picks, April 2nd. So make sure you guys, I'm going to throw up displays on like better displays for Dan's slate on Twitter and TikTok and Discord. And it's going to be breaking down the verses of Rocky Prop Rookie bets, Chef Rocky, Reverse Kermit, and Double Down Dan going head to head to see who makes more money. So Dan Slate, as a reminder, if you want to put in picks early in the morning tomorrow, Lakers, Bucks, Thunder, Nuggets, Cavs. Wemby over points, rebounds, and assists, plus the Bucks and the Cavs. That's one parlay. Devils, Panthers, Sabres, Preds, Flames, and then Eichel over 3.5. Dan, I can't wait to make all that goddamn money.
I just can't wait to beat you in this game. You'd be like, I can't believe the Sabres.
So question. Are
And
we
the Devils won.
question? Are we tailing each other, or are we just locking these in individually to see who's got more money?
I think individually, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to tail you tomorrow then.
I don't want you to tell me. Don't fucking tell me at all. Piece of shit. How dare you?
I hope I look at that. No, I don't hope. I hope I look at the slate and you're up like 200 and it gives me like a push to be like, I got to hit over 200.
Oh, you're getting smoked. You're getting fucking smoked tomorrow.
And I'm going to have to come on stream. And all right, so real quick, we didn't really decide what happens if what's the winner and the loser get?
Loser has to go to Diddy's next house party.
Oh, okay. All right. And that'll be in prison.
Yep.
Okay. And then the winner gets what? The winner has to go on Amazon and buy their most hated team's hat and wear it on stream for an entire episode.
I just feel like that's the worst fucking. We win and we have to do something horrible. I don't want to support the fucking Patriots.
No, if I win, you have to put on a Patriots hat. If you win, I have to wear a Devil's hat. Or like a Rangers hat.
Fantastic. No, we'll make it much worse than that. We got something good for that one.
A Flyers hat?
Yeah, buddy. Billy!
Yeah, that would be the day. I'm gonna throw up on stream.
I'll get you a fucking like creamsicle orange hat. Oh, so gross.
When I was in I was in Jersey with Caroline, and I walked into the sports store, and the first thing I laid eyes on was a black shirt with orange tech that said Sidney Crosby sucks. And I was so pissed. I was like, oh, like I got shot.
Crosby!
Like if you walked into Walmart and it was like Josh Allen eats dick. Like, dude,
yeah, that's just every day in the mirror to myself. I'm
No
like,
way.
you know what? You know what's never gonna happen? Double down, Dan. You're never gonna see a championship by any team.
I'm so excited for football, dude. I'm so excited for Dan. Listen, you're closer to one right now than I am, though, with your favorite teams.
No, not even close. We're not.
No, you absolutely are. I'm not gonna get another championship for like 10 years.
Fuck you. You've seen championships.
I know. And my teams are in the tail end of the air.
Giants won 2.
Listen,
fucking
I know.
Pens won like 967.
Yep, the Heat got 3.
Dude, the Heat got fucked.
But what I'm saying, no. I'm giving you a compliment. I'm saying you are closer with your fan base to your teams to a championship than I am. I'm tailing away from a championship era. All my teams are heading into rebuilds other than the Heat. Heat are close. Penguins are going to go into a rebuild like within the next 2 years. Giants have fucking been in a rebuild, and the Yankees, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I don't even really like baseball.
The Yankees don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, I know. Bills are they can get a championship in the next 5 years, but they'd have to do it in that next 5-year window. If you're ever, you have to. Why?
If we're ever gonna do it, the next 5 years is definitely the time.
Yes. Who's your other teams? Do you have a basketball team?
Sabres and Knicks, and that's it. Yeah.
Knicks got a good squad, and the Sabres.
I think the Knicks could do it before anybody. To be quite honest with you, I think the Knicks are set up.
Knicks, Bills, Sabres.
Exactly. Sabres is like, so it's Knicks and then Bills, and then all the way down on the floor of the Sabres.
It's Sabres. Yeah.
I think not even remotely close.
Last question on the stream. Name 2 players that you'd add to the Knicks right now to get a championship that you think would push them over the edge. You'd keep Randall and Brunson.
Yeah, absolutely. Giannis, and give me give me Mikal Bridges from Brooklyn. Giannis, Bridges. That's the big talk.
Yeah.
Big talk around New York is Bridges is coming home where he belongs. To the Mecca of basketball, baby.
Yeah.
Goddamn Madison.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
Buddy. That's a great team.
We'll see what comes together. New York's finally getting some shit together and really putting a team on the floor that's not fucking terrible. But this has been DJ Fantasy. Join us on Discord. It's in the description of YouTube and Twitch, and it's also in the description or in the bio of Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all that. Follow us on all those platforms. Instagram is at Degen Fantasy Premium. You get exclusively free picks, more than what we give out in stream and on TikTok, in the Discord. Ask us questions, feedback, talk with the people who love sports betting as well and love sports in general. And yeah, we will be back on Thursday, right?
Goddamn right, baby.
Back on Thursday with another stream, and we're going to give you the recap of who won the most money. So keep an eye out on Twitter and on TikTok to see how the competition's going.
Come to the Discord, people.
Get in. Get in there, man.
Come on, baby.
That'll do it. Appreciate y'all.